Heyo everybody, I'm Nick, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina Time Randomized. On the last episode, we did a bunch of side quest stuff, and apparently I had some fuck-ups in my last recording, so that episode had to get meme audioed, and that's no good. And I'm having to redo this episode too, because that also got hit, but I have a backup for this file, so that's all fine and good. And the first thing we want to do is go in here because of this merchant scrub in particular. I want to talk to him and buy his shit because I found the light arrows here and my excitement was palpable. I could really, we're just gonna get everything anyway, even though I don't really need any of this at all. Besides, I could get a freebie joke here. I could really, use some more easily editable memes. Yes, for 2 rupees, it was a goddamn freebie. Now, you will give me Pharaoh's Wind, like an asshole. It was hiding here the entire time. Well, Pharaoh's Wind. But, yeah. First thing we should probably do is, you know, equip those super spiffy light arrows, because they're required for the dungeon. And I'm thankful I got the golden gauntlets in the last episode too, because this would have been a pain in the ass otherwise. And I know my audio is recording correctly this time. I did a test recording just to make sure. In this episode, we're doing all of these side rooms, and because I basically know where most of the shit is, at least in terms of the not key rooms, I should be able to speed through most of these. Now, there's an invisible enemy here, so die, and die, and die. Why am I doing all this Lens of Truth stuff in the light room? Because there was no Temple of Light. Yeah, that's a thing. We're gonna get a couple of recovery hearts. I think there's a Skulltula token in here somewhere. I need to get that chest because it's the boss key, and I won't be able to fight Ganondorf otherwise. Arrow refills are always handy. The key's in one of these chests. It's in one of these. You know, things are just getting nutty around here. Health, it's always in it was in the second to last of these chests. That's right, but we're gonna not leave this last one here for posterity's reasons. Even though it's just bombs. I think there's only one other of these rooms that has keys, so that's neat. And we need to do some Zelda's Lullaby bullshit to get a chest to appear so we can move on. It's not like this room was super necessary or anything. And there's no way this can be randomized to be anything other than a key. Because otherwise I'd be fucking stuck here. Well, unless this is a complete randomizer and you get a mint to complete this room, have fun. But then again, there's a theme with some of these rooms. It's mostly like silver rupees and whatnot. There's 3. This is pretty quick to do, so yeah, I struggled a lot more because I hit way more boulders. Just like I'm hitting them right now, and the timer does not go away when you finish the puzzle. You have to get the fuck out. Also, if you couldn't have guessed, fake wall. And then they also decide to give you pots of magic and a recovery heart because they're nice like that. And then you just gotta shoot these things, which they... Oh, come on. That was a waste of my magic power and you know it. Fuck you. Anyway, I was trying to say is they skip the dialogue with the sages in this version of the randomizer. Also, I should equip myself some hover boots and a Goron tunic because I'm really gonna need them for the next room. Because in the fire room, you will burn to death otherwise. And then there's a platform in the middle that will start sinking if you're not wearing hover boots. So yeah, and it's silver rupee time again. It's not like we're gonna be doing this puzzle a lot or something. And I'm getting this rupee now because I don't like going back to deal with fire jets, especially when you can knock you into the lava here. which will reset the room for some fucking reason. Ugh, it's annoying. I don't need this recovery heart. What I need is up here and to go Herculean strength. If you're playing this normally, you need to do the shadow room at least first, because you need the golden gauntlets for this shit. Though once you get all the silver rubies and you fall in the lava, you reset the room, so there's not much to worry about there. Okay, I'm fine. I don't like fire slugs, so I'm just gonna murder you now. And that fell into where I can't touch it. Fuck you. Alright, now let's see if I can do this. Yes, I can. No resets this time. I like it. Alright, this is... I only need to equip the hover boots for 2 more rooms. Because the shadow room is a giant room like this one. And the forest room is also going to need them too, so... Give me a rupee, I guess, and give me your magic refill. And then we can shoot the fucker. And skipping this cutscene, oh yeah. And thanks to these being shortened is why I can do this in 1 episode. If this was original Ocarina of Time, I would have easily split these into 2. Easily. So for the shadow room, you're going to need that. And we don't need to equip any more tunics for the rest of the journey, so we can go back to regular ass pink. And then we can move on. That chest is useless. I think it has a token or something. What you need to do is light this. Not get hit by this asshole. Shoot that thing because I really don't want to... Actually, there's a free Hylian shield in here anyway, so if I lost it, it wouldn't be too much of a big deal. It's in one of the chests around here. There's another chest, another torch at the far end of the room, so it's not too much of a big deal if you can't hit this one anymore. Thankfully, I am on my fucking game, and we are nailing it. Now, this chest would normally be the, fucking golden gauntlets, so I don't know why I did that, honestly. It's not like there's really anything of use in there. Anyhow, let's go and equip that. We're only gonna need to use the ocarina 1 more time in the entirety of this dungeon, just so you know. And you have to go across this way to get this switch. So, yeah. Just go and smack that, and there's no way to hookshot your way across, so running it is. And I am running with a hammer. Okay. And I get hearts even though I don't need them. I did not mean to do that. The stick hits multiple buttons. Thank you for the magic refill. I very much appreciate that. And arrows, I am going to need them. If I remember correctly, Spirit is gonna be the last room in this rotation I do, and Forest is second to last. That's gonna go away. The next room is the water room, or more like the ice room, because they had mercy upon my soul and didn't want to throw any more ice puzzles, or water puzzles at me. Blah. Because they apparently had enough of it with the water temple. And to that I say good riddance. And now you're gonna want at least 2 empty bottles here, because you can strike all of these down. You don't need to kill all the enemies here. I'm just gonna do it anyway, just because I just want them off my ass. And plus, they give me enough grief anyway. I'm just like, fuck you! Actually, no, you do need to kill these guys, because they opened the door. I do appreciate arrow refills, I'll say that much. Because this is a token, and that's the shield I was talking about. Don't know why I grabbed that, but I did. And then there goes the frame rate. All right, and this room is timed, so here's what you need to do. It's pretty simple. You push this one here. And then you push this one here so it falls in the gap. If you do the other block into the gap, you aren't gonna do the puzzle at all. And then you're free to fill your bottles with potions after this, or fairies, whichever one works. Though honestly, you don't really need a potion. You will get plenty of magic refills on the way, and I hate to say this, but I do need to make a quick cut here real quick. I'll be right back. Because my body loves me not. And I actually forgot I needed the hammer in this immediate part, so it's actually convenient I have it still equipped. And once again, the timer does not go away when you complete a room, but you have so much time to do this when you know the solution, so yeah. Also, I need to re-equip those light arrows. Those are pretty useful, I think. And, you know, I guess I'll take your refills. I like refills. Once again, just gonna do the doobly-doo and shoot that. Ugh, that's gonna make that go away. Man, I am making these things go like fucking clockwork or something. Oh hey, it's the forest room. I was taking way longer on these rooms in my original recording. Okay, so this one, you know what? I'm not gonna be a dumbass. I'm gonna silence you immediately. And then I think, because some of the booby trap chests were in this dungeon in particular. This one was a token, so what we need to do is get our fire arrows and our Din's fire. Because first things first, I need to shoot that torch up there if I can aim properly. I said aim properly. And then we light these on fire and we can get through. Lighting torches, just like the Forest Temple. But you know what's not like the Forest Temple? Wind puzzles! And now for the absolute last use of the Ocarina in this game. Yep, there's just one more Song of Time block they want you to hit. And so that'll at least nail you this rupee. Because of things, we can... Actually, I want to throw bombs here and this here. And also, you know, light arrows, because I need those. I'm actually going to wait for that to finish first. Before getting sped across the room, because that's how things get done around here. I can at least grab that. And now I can wait for this. Now this thing can push me. There we go, that's how you do the wind. And then, there we go, don't need to throw another one. I think that might be my last use of bombs in this dungeon. Which, that's neat. We need to get to that switch, which won't be too hard. I just have to, there we go, thank you, Drop Shadows. And that'll make a hook shot target up here. I'm just not even gonna bother with that. Really should have put that on a different button, but whatever. We're gonna drop here. And then we just run all the way to this last rupee, and conveniently this was switching off, so I didn't even have to wait. Thanks, guy. Now I don't need these hover boots anymore for the rest of the game. That's neat. However, I will take one magic refill, and rupee, and aim and fire. All right, last room, spirit room. This is easily my favorite of all of these rooms because it uses the most tools, at least among the tools I like. So, let's go right into the door. And once again, you have silver rupees. And I lied, this is the last use of regular bombs. Unfortunately, he decided to not immediately die, so there, die. And let's see how many blade traps I hit. It's gonna be, that's not the use of that, yes. Okay, that one was easy. This one's just, oh, well, there's that blade trap I did not even see. And ow, that opens the way through. This ain't mandatory, I'm just doing it anyway because I want the free refill. What you gotta do here is, there's a fair here if you play the Sun song. I struggled playing all the other songs thinking it was the Song of Storms like it always is, and there's your full refill fairy. And in this room, if you really needed a magic refill, you got some slugs here. But they're just here to be an asshole. So get your free refills, hit this with the Bigoron sword or spin attack, whichever one. This normally would give you bomb chews, but this gives me a piece of heart if I recall correctly. So I get a health refill. And now using said bomb chew, because I've been storing them all throughout the game, or at least as many as I can, all you need to do is aim and fire, and you'll hit this thing because there's a gap in the bars. And that's the only way I can really think of to hit it, because arrows won't go through there because it makes that a solid wall. Now here's something I was thinking of, because 3 of these are fakes. What happens if I hit this with a light arrow? It does that in Majora's Mask, so that's why I did that. I just wanted to see if it would work. Because what you're supposed to do in this room is fire arrow, and then it's a use of the mirror shield. And if you hit any of the fakes, you're just going to be hitting you're just going to get a wall master on your ass. I think this, no, that's a fake one. Come on, fall on me. I can cut you to pieces in just one slash. It ain't even all that funny. Was it this one? No, I'm remembering all the fakes again. I think it's this one I'm looking at here. I'd really rather not deal with you, thanks. At least you're tons of money that I don't need. All right, let's put that away. This one was the real one. That's it. Let's just go roll into a wall, I guess. We just need the magic refill, and then we need, you know, the light arrows. Also gonna just change that back to Hylian shield because I can. And now this will be our final configuration of items for the rest of for the last episode. So that's gonna be, I said I was gonna hit that. Thanks, stick. And with that, that's all the rooms done in, like, I'd like to say 20-ish minutes. And now, I would think the way this barrier works, it would shove me out of the dungeon, but I guess it just lost its tangibility there. I guess. All right. You know what? I think that's an episode for today. So, on today's episode of Ocarina of Time, we entered the dungeon, got our light arrows, and we finished all these rooms in a good amount of time. And then on the final episode, let's go stick an arrow up Ganondorf's ass. And maybe a lot of tennis. So with that, I'm Nick, and I'll see you guys next time.